What's
Hi.
poppin'? Hi. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome
What's
back.
up?
Hi. How are
Good.
you?
You look so
Oh,
cute.
thank you. You look so cute
Thank
too.
you. We're matching with our hoops.
Oh yes, I love that. I love that.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Ah!
Hi.
There we go.
Yes. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I haven't got stuck over in Canada again, so I'm great.
Good.
You said you got stuck in Canada or you didn't get stuck in Canada?
I did. I got stuck over there a couple months back. I took the wrong turn, and
Oh,
yeah, that's
dang.
how easy it is to get over there from
Oh
Yeah.
my
Did you take the
God.
bridge or the
the
tunnel?
bridge.
The bridge.
The bridge. Yeah. I was driving and I was like, do 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 do, and I saw the flags, and they switched, and I was like, oh, oh no, and you can't turn around up
No.
there, so
No.
yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
Mhm.
But I'm back.
I'm
I'm back.
sure.
I'm
I'm
here.
sure we were nice to you. So.
Yes, absolutely. They were like, it happens all the time. I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. Yeah, but yeah. Uh-oh. Looks like Mark got kicked out. I'm back in. Hello, everybody. It looks like we're just waiting for Christopher.
Sorry. I, I don't know what happened.
You're okay.
My bad. Oh my
Okay, how's it going,
God.
guys?
What happened?
How's it going? It's been so long since we've all
I
connected.
know.
It's been a minute.
It's been a
It's
hot
definitely
minute.
been a minute. You guys look so beautiful. I'm like, oh my God, look at all my HS sisters.
Not
Ah, I'm
too
so
bad. I just got done
excited.
making dinner, so I'm glad that's not showing.
Oh my God, Tanya. Oh, Tanya. Hey, girl. I love her. She is so cool. All right, how you
Good.
feeling?
I've had a really good day.
Girl, like
We're,
Yeah.
if someone's popping, it's me. I'm popping.
I was looking up.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh, we lost her. Where'd she go? Must be internet
Yeah.
connection.
I think so. Let me try to re-invite her. Yeah, how are you doing?
Good. I feel like a massive whale, but a happy massive whale.
Good. Oh,
Yeah.
Like he's kicking. Oh,
You're back.
am I here?
you're back.
You're back.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I gotta get with this Instagram live stuff. I don't. I
I
think
know. We
I
brought
think
you over to the Instagram away from the TikTok.
I gotta come over. I literally have to come over. It's fun over here, low key. Like low
Yes.
key, I was like, oh, like we got some baddies and besties over here too.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I love me
I
my
like it.
Instagram.
I love
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah,
really
I'm
do.
38 weeks and 5 days today. And
Oh,
that's exactly how far I went with Lux. Like, exactly 3 years ago, I was in labor with her. So,
Oh,
any
oh
day
my
now.
gosh.
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
And
But now it's making me feel overdue because typically you like go into labor at like 40 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I just went early with
oh
Lux. So now I'm like, I feel overdue. I'm ready.
Yeah.
wow. Crystal.
Hello.
Hello.
I was just scrolling on Instagram and I was like, oh God, I'm supposed to be on the video because I saw it pop.
You're totally fine. We're just chatting it up. Just girl chatting it up. Just listening to Cara. She's 38 weeks.
Very big.
I'm so excited. I'm so
Uh,
excited. Beautiful.
Good.
Beautiful. You carry pregnancy very well.
Thank
Yes,
Yes.
you.
girl.
This time has been
Yes.
all tummy. My pregnancy with Lexley was huge from head to toe. So this little guy's been good to me.
Oh,
Aw, it's exciting.
I'm excited.
I love babies. I love babies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're just so cute.
yeah. You give me baby fever, but
Hello, hello
I'll just live
in
through
the
tears.
chat.
Yes. Hi, everybody in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the first HS Warrior Hangout of the year. So excited, so excited to have these lovely, lovely, lovely ladies on tonight just to have some girl chat, Valentine's edition, because Valentine's is next week. So if you are celebrating Valentine's Day with a loved one, with family, with friends, or just yourself, tune in here to get all the deets that you need to learn about loving yourself, building your brand, and making connections throughout the HS community and those that support HS as well. So, welcome, ladies. I am so excited to have you guys on. Oh my gosh. My cheeks hurt from smiling already. So, so yes, how's everyone been? How's everyone's day going? It's Friday. We made it through another week. Yes.
Lord willing, we made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm like, I shut the laptop. It was 5 o'clock. I was like, oh, all right. See you later. See you on Monday. Yes. So,
I was at work and I was supposed to get off at 1. And then it was like 1:02. And I was like, I'm not on this invite for this call, but did you want me to stay? And I was thinking they were going to be like, no, you can go ahead and leave because my vacation starts today. And they was like, yeah, can you hop on this call? And I was like, okay. I said, I mean, I did it to myself. Um, but work is done. So I'm with you. Shut the laptop and it's about to be real good.
Yes.
yes. The braids are braiding. The eyebrows are
Yes,
eyebrowing. I saw the nails.
for real.
Girl, I got this right here for $1.96 off of TikTok.
Okay. Yes, TikTok.
And
Yes.
they don't rub off. Like it's on there.
Oh, I like
And
Oh
that.
wow.
you can't beat it because I was paying $35 a pop and they didn't look like this.
Okay. I like
So
that. I like that. I'm gonna have to screenshot that and order me some. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. You said
TikToker.
vacation?
Yes, we're going on a 7-day cruise, hitting up Belize and Mexico.
Ooh.
So
Yes.
ready to go. So I got the braid so I can be wading in the water.
I love that. I love that. Well, safe travels to you. And I hope you have fun. You look amazing and so excited again to have you on. Cara and Imani, how have you guys been? How's your Fridays going? Hopefully
I
good.
baked cupcakes today with an almost 3-year-old, so it's a pretty good day.
What kind of cupcakes did you make?
She picked funfetti.
Ooh.
I
Always
don't get
good
to pick
choice.
anymore. She picks. I bring her to the store. She gets the box, and then we go home and we make it. And it's very fun. It's a huge mess. I still have to clean it up, but it's fun.
I love confetti, so
Yeah.
that's
Me
good.
too. Yeah.
I feel like I was kind of chilling today. My oh my god, I hope she's not watching this live. But my supervisor, she was out for the day, and I I, I was chilling. I low key was chilling today. It wasn't really like a big work day today. So, and it was Friday. I had subs with one of my coworkers today, so it was really it was chill. It
I
was
love
like a
a
really
good
chill
chill
day today.
Me too.
Friday.
Girl, for real. And I got paid today too.
Oh,
I know this.
listen,
Just got paid. It's Friday
do the
night.
bump
Come
get
on
bounce
now.
over here. Money in the
No,
bank, shorty. What you
for
think?
real.
Okay.
No, it was
Yeah.
chill. It was chill, and like this is definitely like the highlight of my night. Like it's just so nice to be here with you guys. Shout out to everyone in the chat too. So I'm very excited to see you guys.
Yes, this was like I was like, oh, I can't wait till 6 o'clock come. Like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. But yes, yes. I would say today was a chill day as well. Kind of just relaxed. I worked from home and just it's like, okay, I'm not going out the house at all, but I do need to eat. So I'll probably go get something after this. But
Seafood boil.
Okay.
I do have a
I'm
flair now.
is everybody doing seafood today? I did shrimp and grits.
Yeah.
I do have a flair, so I just might do that. I have like three, so I'm like, might as well. Might as well.
Should.
Yeah.
let me not be the voice of reason, but just look at my eyes.
That wasn't even on my brain. I was not thinking of seafood boils. So maybe I have to go and get it because now, yes, that is a part of loving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Get whatever pleases you at that moment. And I
Mm-hmm.
think seafood boils is gonna be mine for tonight.
Like
Mm-hmm.
when we
So
were at the event, I love like the little segment I did with Cara where she talked about like eating. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't just be. We're supposed to enjoy life. We're supposed to enjoy food,
Yep.
and sometimes that means a seafood boil or a slice of
Mm-hmm.
pizza. It
Exactly.
is what it
Mm-hmm.
is.
Mm-hmm.
In the words of Cara, I've had a flare before. I'll have a flare again.
Exactly. You can handle it.
yes. And
Yep.
plus I know what to do. So
Yeah.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay. So in the spirit of loving yourself and it being Love Month, starting off with the first topic, I'm curious and want to talk about how do you guys love yourself? What do you guys do to kind of put that self-care back into your routine or into your day?
I'd say my go-to for like self-care is therapy. I love my therapist. I saw her today. Shout out to her. Investing in that, taking the time to go and do that because like you don't want to, but after I always feel better. So I would say going to therapy, holding myself accountable to a decent bedtime. I find is self-love because my phone wants to just keep me up all night and getting to bed at a good time. And I love a good bubble bath. Just get in the bath, close the door, tell everyone that they need to fend for themselves for the next hour, and just listen to nice music and get in the bath.
I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on time too, making sure that I sleep. I
Yes.
started going to the gym at 5 a.m. So that's like my form of self-care. So I'm like, I need to be sleeping at like 8:30
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get up in the morning. But I'll
Mm-hmm.
push myself. So yeah, I'm on the same wave.
Good.
Same wave.
Mm-hmm.
Like kid, love it. So I don't really do much. I mean, I just started getting my nails done, but I already said, you know what, that's a waste. So I'm not gonna do that anymore. But I might keep it up just because I mean I like it. But then I'm always like
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, I'm like, I could be putting this money to better use, like I don't know, retirement fund. But something that I am trying to do, I just got a trampoline, a little one of those little trampolines that you go in the house.
Ooh.
That trying to add to what you guys are doing of working out and being better with fitness because I'm like the rest of the world. I get on the kick the first 2 months of the
Mm-hmm.
year and it falls off. So I've gotten a jump rope, one of those electric ones that like keeps track of everything, and then
No, that was
the
a thing.
uh the little what is I'm gonna call it a pool. What's a trampoline? uh, so in my mind, if I buy these things, it's gonna help me stay on track.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna see, but just being mindful of how that's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
beneficial to me in the long run, as far as with mental health, physical health,
Mm-hmm.
spiritual health, to just kind of taking care of the whole body is so important. So I'm trying to stay on track with that method of self care.
Nice.
I, I think like those are really, really definitely good ones. Like car with the music and
Mm-hmm.
just, exercising and also getting my nails done. I do like to get my nails done too. But I think it's like a mixture of just everybody up here as well too. I think form of self-care that I do for myself is just my mindset. Like I've been taking pictures lately and usually I'm very like critical of myself, but I've been trying to find like the positive in my pictures and I'm just like, "Oh my god, like my nose looks so cute. Oh my goodness, my brows are on fleek." I was like, "My hair looks very hair today." I was like, "Okay, it's giving hair as the category." Like I love looking back on like pictures and like just seeing how much I've grown and it's really I feel like it's kind of just a form of self-care of just like just looking at myself and really giving myself
Mm-hmm.
like my brownie points. Like Yes, girl, like you look beautiful. Yes, girl, like you're working out, you're taking care of yourself, you're living your life, making videos as well too. Like, I don't know, like I think that's kind of my form of just self-care and just also hanging out with my friends. I love talking to my friends, love talking to you guys. Like, I think definitely just being in love with myself is like my form of self-care and sharing that with others. So,
And your form of self-care is helping me with my form. I was looking at your video of you, and you were like, "This is where I was. I've been working out," and I was like, "Yes, okay, I need to do
Yes.
better." You and Gia the Giant, like she like posted a lot of her weight loss journey. And I'm like, Crystal, what are you doing? Every year you're on this vicious cycle of you're like, "I'm gonna
girl,
do it," and then you
I
don't, and then you look at these
literally
videos, and I'm like, other people are doing it.
I looked
Same.
at your videos, like you had a video that I saw and like it was just a video of you now. I was like, what the heck is she doing? I was like, oh my God, you look so good. I was like, what is she doing? I was like, I should have hit her up and asked her like, what's going on over there? I was
Well,
like,
that's
what
the
is she
thing. It's
doing?
funny because I just posted a video from like it was a little snippet of me at the doctor's office 2 years ago, and I was like, oh, when I looked at it, I was like, I guess I lost
You look
weight.
good. You look
I don't think
good.
it's something that you notice within yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of like you just kind of see yourself day over day, so you don't notice the weight loss. And then I looked back at the video 2 years ago, and I'm like, okay, so I haven't done as good as other people or as good as my doctor wants me to
Mm.
do because he was like, y'all, you lost 15 pounds this year, and I was like, sir,
That's still
I've been trying.
It's something like you're like,
That's
I
very
see
rude of
it
your
like,
doctor.
right.
Yeah, they were on my neck this past 2 weeks.
That, but that's still something though. Losing 15 pounds
that's
is still something.
a
That's
That's really
lot.
something.
Yeah.
So you look good and
that's
you doing a good
Thank
job.
you.
Don't let
celebrated.
them exactly. We're gonna celebrate you for that because
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's
Definitely.
not easy for them to think that's nothing is silly.
exactly.
No,
So you guys look
definitely.
amazing. So you guys are definitely inspirational because I was like, I need to do that. I need to do that. So do you guys feel that with your journeys of weight loss that it's helping your HS or you're finding time to kind of manage your HS a little bit better?
Mm, For
I think
me,
it's two parts. Oh, okay.
oh no, you go, you go.
I was gonna say, I think it's two parts, right? Because like with working out, in my mind, if I'm working out, then I'm gonna try to eat better, and so I
Mhm.
think it's gonna be a combination of the both because I'm working out, which is good for blood flow and not necessarily weight loss, but the things that come with weight loss, like I'm gonna have better insulin levels, I'm gonna have better circulation in my body because I'm working out. I'm gonna be more. I'm like, okay, girl, you just had to burn 30 calories and that took 2 hours. You really want to eat that?
Mhm.
And so I'm going to be like more, aware of what I'm eating. And so I think all of that ties into the weight loss aspect of it and feeling better with like my different conditions that I have, right?
Mm-hmm.
It feels different. Um, and I always thought I knew like weight loss wasn't going to be the answer, but on my like I had posted about being pre-diabetic. Nobody knows this yet. This is an exclusive. This is an exclusive up here, okay? Um, I got my A1C levels like it's down to the point of where if I go down like one more point, I won't be pre-diabetic. So I got it. Yes. Like doing like working out and just kind of just figuring out like just the nutrition stuff is very difficult because I'm just thinking about like so many things of just like my weight and with HS and everything like that. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie, like my eating habits lately have been pretty like because I haven't been eating. I had an ulcer, so I was very like shying myself away from food and everything of that sort. I don't think I've really noticed a difference with me losing the weight, but like I feel like I'm a little bit more cautious of just what I'm eating and just how I'm taking care of my body. Like now I haven't worked out in a while because just of like flaring really bad. But I know this upcoming week I want to get back into the gym because I know it makes me feel really good about myself. And I mean, it's nice to lose all this weight. I mean, I do feel a lot lighter, but I wish it was able to take away the HS but it
Maybe
sometimes
it's
it
helping
is.
you with the diabetes,
Yeah.
though,
And
Yeah.
controlling that. Like,
definitely,
and so a win to win.
I was so happy. I almost jumped. I almost jumped out of my chair. My boss was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I was like, "Girl, I just got my test results back," and I didn't really know too much about it. Like, and I learned about it. I learned about why we take the blood test and everything like that. And like, cause I had not one clue, but going through this and my HS journey really taught me about my health. So I think that's one thing that I definitely got out of just the whole weight loss journey and like nutrition journey as well too. So I don't know. In some way, my HS helped my health,
Yep.
and in some way, that was a form of self care. It's all full circle.
Full circle, yeah.
Right.
It's the circle of life.
Yes, yes. I feel the same way. I feel like since I've started working out, I feel a better me so that I'm able to kind of have a different mindset when I have flares. Instead of looking at it as like here we go again. I'm able to be like, oh, I got this. I'm stronger. I know that I can muscle up and be like, all right, I'm not gonna let this take me down and just bed by me. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do what I need to do. So
Right.
yes, I like that.
I mean, I'm really big on. I think working out does really affect your mental, and so which then affects everything that's going on in your body. And
Mhm.
so, like, if you know, not one of those people who like if you think positive enough, everything will go away. But like being positive and working out and just having that energy and dopamine, like it will make you feel better, even if the situation's the same. You can feel
Yeah.
better about it.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm a certified personal trainer, and in all, yeah, I own a gym. So
I remember
my
that.
husband and
Why I'm
I,
not hitting you up over here struggling?
yeah.
We're going to
So
Cara's gym. We're
you're
going to
like,
Cara's
yeah,
gym.
We're planning a
validate
girls
what you're
trip.
saying with working out, helping your mental health, and you're like, I'm not just being like positive and it makes it all better. There is so much science and literature that proves that exercising can help so much with depression and anxiety. Like so much. So it's not even like being toxic positive when you like express that. It is proven that if you're feeling down and you go and you exercise, it can just give you that little boost, which is what I've always found it helps the most with HS is just that boost. Like I know Imani, I can see your shirt. Like both of us have done like I don't know how to word it, like exercise quests of a certain
That was
extent
good.
to like go and like really push yourself. And sometimes after you like go to the gym and it's hard and it's difficult, I never encourage people to push themselves to like the point that they're hurting their flares. But like getting through that workout can sometimes make the rest of the day feel a little bit easier because you already did something hard in the morning. Not to excuse all of the toddler giggles, I'm solo momming it,
Love
and
it.
she's trying to attack me with a Nerf gun.
Oh, you're okay. She's so cute. I love her.
Yeah.
And well, kind of looking at, the whole mental aspect of it, and kind of really putting yourself first and really trying to, really navigate through that because sometimes it can be hard. How would you say you took that self-love and all of that love that you have for yourself and using it to build your brand and build your presence to either where you are now or where you started?
My account started as a secret account, so my story is a little weird. I had zero self love and zero confidence in my HS journey when I started the account. I made it under a pen name, and I mainly just made it because I wanted to follow people like Imani and Crystal and you. And I was so afraid that other people would see that I followed all these HS accounts that they would like put two and two together. Like the fear was so severe. And then I started posting a little bit, and then I got a really good therapist, like I said before, that kind of like helped me work through that. And the account just built over like 3 years, and the self-love with my HS came over time. It wasn't like a flip of a switch for me. It was a slow growing building and in a large part the community. Once I didn't feel so alone anymore, and I met all of you wonderful ladies and so many others, I was like, oh, okay, I'm not this like freak of nature that needs to hide herself away. And that was a huge part for me. Getting self-love was also needing the community so that I didn't feel like I was the only person anymore. And once I realized I wasn't the only person, it made discovering self-love and self-acceptance much easier.
I would agree. So I didn't post or share anything. Like even my closest friends, right, didn't know that I had HS. I mean, until they stumbled across my TikTok, which I didn't start posting until I was 28. And that's because I was on TikTok and I saw someone and they were showing their flares. They were talking about HS, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm not the only person in the world, because I had literally never met or heard of anyone with HS before. Again, I was 28 years old, and I was like, so then the algorithm started algorithming, and so then I started to see more people, and I was like, mind blown. So then I was like, okay, well, I can share my story. Like, this isn't so scary. And so then I started talking about it, and then I got more comfortable, and then I started to share my skin, and then I'm at where I'm at now on TikTok, and I just like 4 months ago got the nerve to share on Instagram, because Instagram is a whole different aesthetic than TikTok, whole different crowd of people. And so I was like, I don't know if I can go to Instagram with 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 my chaos and what's going on with me. And so like I slowly started posting, and then I would delete stuff because I was like, Instagram is not where it's at. Like I was still I wanted to hide myself on Instagram. I felt free on TikTok, but I wanted to hide myself on Instagram. And then I got to the point where I was like, and it's because of other warriors posting on Instagram and seeing them post and not caring and thriving. And another warrior told me, she was like, just post it. Who cares? Just post it and leave it. And I was like, okay. I just posted and left it. And then that was 6 or 7 months ago, and I've just been posting and leaving.
I've definitely had like the same experience. When I was honestly on TikTok, I ain't give a darn. I was like, yo, I was like, you know what? I'm about to do this. And I just low key, because I tell everybody, like, when I posted my first video, I was just like, okay, like, and it just popped. Like, it just literally popped off. No pun intended, but like, it really, like, just popped off. And I was like, okay, like, this is something that I definitely have to talk about. And when I found out, like, that there was a whole community, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, again, that feeling of feeling alone, like, me in my room, I'm just like, it's just me going through this, like, and nobody knew. Like, the only people who knew was like my mom, maybe my grandparents, but they didn't know to the extent of when I, just started talking about it. They only knew but so much. But I was the same way on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook where my family at, and then Instagram is where the people I went to like school with. So I was like, I was nervous about posting on Instagram too, because I was like, I don't know. But then, couple months later, boom, pow, pow. I was like, all right. I was like, yeah, we lit. I just knew, like, as long as I was helping one person, as long as I was connecting with, my community and really just putting this out there, like, it meant the world to me. And like, it definitely helped me with my mental as well too, because HS is draining. It really takes a toll on like my mindset, it takes a toll on my body, like mentally, physically, emotionally. But I know every time I get up here and post, every time I get to talk to you guys, like, it genuinely really puts me in a place of just like, I got this. I got a whole crew behind me. Anybody got something to say? What's up? Because we handle business the way business needs to be handled.
Catch me
There's no,
outside.
you already know. Like, there's no judgment. And like, I feel very free ever since I did that. But it started off the same as just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to tell nobody. Nobody gonna know, So, but it's, here we are now.
Here we are now. Popping out. Popping out. We here. We're not going nowhere. So whoever thought we was leaving, we not going nowhere. So because the community is growing. Like I say this every chance that I get. I am so surprised at how fast the community is growing and how many people are like just posting, not even knowing it's a whole community out here. It's a whole group of people out here that's like, you need something, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
You're having a bad day, I got you. You're going into surgery, okay, what can we do?
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing to see. And creating different groups, even support groups, and just reaching out, it
Mm-hmm.
keeps you going awake. So that's really important, and kind of tying that into that. um, I was kind of curious just to kind of see from you guys, what would you say are your three top things that you either do or you kind of research on or kind of look back on that allows you to stay consistent with building your brand, even though you guys started off, scared and saying, okay, I don't want people to know. I don't want, certain questions to come about. Even though those certain questions are still going to come, and we just have to educate at that time. But what are three top things that you guys kind of utilize within that area of building your brand?
I'd say when it definitely comes to being consistent for me, it's my inbox that actually keeps me being consistent because like I love how we're touching base on how many people are posting and like how big that community is. But then when I look at the community of how many people have HS that are like in my inbox every day, like I live in my inbox. Like I just talk with so many people. I have people that I've talked with for like a year straight. They'll never post about their HS, but we're both in it together.
Mm-hmm.
So I get sad if I'm not in my inbox chatting with my friends. So that keeps me coming back. I like making content. I think's the other thing. I only make things that I like. So even if something's viral or something seems like it would be very on brand, if I'm not into it, I don't post it. I just make content that I find entertaining. Like if I make a piece of content and then I go, I want this to be funny, and then I laugh, I'm like, success. And then I post it, and then it does whatever it does. I do not pay attention to like how it performs because
Mm-hmm.
like that's not me. I just make things for my own entertainment, and then somehow a lot of other people have found entertainment in it as well, which is just the bonus. And then two, I do try and keep the space welcoming for
Mm-hmm.
everyone. I find that's really important. Like any walk of life can come to my page and feel loved and accepted and appreciated, and just it's a place that they can go without judgment. And keeping that space and having people tell me that they feel like that when they're around me on my page interacting gives me the boost to like be consistent. And I've never had too much of a hard time with consistency because I mainly just get sad when I'm not posting because I miss my people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Every time I'm like, oh, let me go on Instagram, let me go on TikTok,
Hmm.
let's see what's going on, and I get inspired and start
Yeah.
posting, and so
And
yeah.
then even like my feed, like this whole account that I have, it's only my HS feeds. Like when I'm
Yeah.
scrolling, I'm just like, look at everyone winning, and it just makes me feel so good.
No, definitely. I would have to echo. I mean, pretty much everything Cara said.
Mm-hmm.
I would say definitely the inbox and the comment section of people asking questions and people just telling their own story in the comments or through message. And one, it keeps me wanting to post because like they bring up points or they have questions and I'm like, wow, like I've seen this 7 times in this on this one video. Let's talk about it because this is something that a lot of warriors seem to be dealing with, or the people who are still where I was years ago, right? Kind of in hiding and don't feel like they can come out,
Mhm.
of being that support system for them so that they might not be in a big community because they don't want people to know, who they are or what's going on with them, but they can message me privately and we can talk through things and we can just hash it out. And so like I think that is one of the key things that keep me consistent. Like I'm constantly getting on talking to these people and I'm like to my boyfriend, I'm like, hey, hold on, listen, we're having a conversation right here. I got to get back to them. They want to know what's going on, or I get distracted and like there's a video I came back to 6 days later because it was still on my mind, and I was like, I got to respond to her. Um, and because I got distracted, I was like, hey, this is 6 days later, but delayed but never denied. Let's talk about it. And so, but like, it keeps me coming back just because I wish I had someone who was knowledgeable about HS, that I was comfortable talking to about HS. And so the fact that people look at me and they see like, oh, I can talk to this person about it, that I can be open with them. Like, I want them to always feel like they can do that and always be there for them and respond to them. And then also, I do like making content. I'm a theater kid, so I enjoy being in front of the camera. And so I like making content just about health in general. And so mine is kind of like an expansion. Like, I like talk about a lot of stuff with dealing with HS, diabetes, because I have a couple different other things going on, PCOS. And so just being insulin resistant and how inflammation plays a role in that, and how just kind of, if it's not caught early enough with the HS, it can lead to like different things. And so for me, like, part of my brand is kind of the whole, what could be the whole life cycle. 'Cause some people have HS and never develop anything additional, but like wanting to touch on all aspects of this whole this HS world, and things that can develop within it. But that's pretty much it, right? The people, and just loving to be in front of the camera and educate people on things I've learned. Like, did you know? I just ran across the article yesterday, so I just learned it. But did you know? And just providing that education to people, because like, I feel like people want to know, but a lot of us we've gotten a little lazy. We're used to things kind of being spoon fed to us, and so like being able to not develop, but to like present the information in a concise way so that they can actually get and retain the information. Because reading a long article, just people don't have the time to sit down and do it. But watching a 30-second video summing it up, people get the education and the information they need and are able to then take action. And so that's really important.
You guys definitely said everything. Like, I definitely agree with you guys. It was a point like back in, I guess I would say, like, when I started doing content, I had took like a really big break. Like, I was like, like, I think I was again just still nervous about posting and stuff like that. And the thing that really got me started with it really is the community. It really is the inboxes, the DMs, like the comments and everything of that sort. Like, every time like I'm talking to someone, I'm just like, oh my goodness, I should talk about this. Oh my goodness, I should talk about that. Oh my goodness, this would make for a good conversation. Another thing I noticed, like, that kind of helped me consistently post, people who don't even got the condition want to learn about it. And you, exactly. So like, people who really want to learn more about it, I'm always ready to talk. So I was like, and I'm always ready to, and I'm so confident in what I know now. Like, I'm so much more aware of just like what's going on in my body, and I could tell somebody just like that. So I think that's another thing that really gets me going to want to create content and talk about it. And also, I feel like I'm doing it for mini Imani. Like, I'm doing it for her. Like, I'm being that voice. We're being that voice for people who didn't have anyone that they can talk to. We're being that voice for someone who has lived with it for all these years and is just holding it to themselves. So I think, and I love being in front of the camera too. Oh my goodness, like it. I do. I have to admit it. Like, I'm a theater girly too, so I just love it. I like camera action, and it does bring me great joy. I was TikToking a while ago, and I was doing way different content back in 2020, and I remember, like, I hated what I was doing. I was like, my content was hitting, like it was doing really good, but I remember every time I got done posting a video, I hated it. I was just like, I don't want to watch it. I would never watch those videos back. And again, Cara, like, when I make my videos for HS, like I'll look at them and I'll chuckle, and it's very hard to get me to laugh. So it's like, you know, it's nice for that. Again, just loving what you do
Mm-hmm.
and then being able to share that with others. I think that's definitely what keeps me consistent. And we be posting.
Mm-hmm.
I see everybody posting. I'm like, okay, it's giving consistency, but I love it. Like, you know, it's something. The more I talk about it, the more I educate people on it, the more I share my story, the more it makes me want to just keep spreading the word and advocating for it. So, yeah.
I think it's like being authentic, right? Like it's
Yeah,
easy to post when you're being authentic. It's hard to post when you're trying to curate something that people are gonna like, or trying to create something that like, oh, is this gonna be popular? I'm being
yes,
really authentic. This is what's going on in my day. This is what I ate. This is how I'm feeling.
literally.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
faking the funk, and I'm gonna go ahead and post it. It's really easy to be consistent. It's hard to. I don't have the energy to get up and fake it.
Mm-hmm.
Where Carl get on there and be like, today just it is what it is.
Yes,
And
And my
like
dog ripped
people
apart
love
my
it. It's
garbage.
easy to be
Here's my
authentic.
garbage-filled kitchen. That was yesterday or whatever. Like,
people do
mhm.
like it. People do like the like that we're our authentic selves, and we're just
Yeah.
this is really like our daily lives. They genuinely love it, how vulnerable we are, and how we can just have those conversations. Like I think a lot of people definitely love and appreciate that, and I love like
Mm-hmm.
it's just me. Like we're just being ourselves. Like that's so cool. I like it's so nice to know that I'm able to just come up here and be like, hey, like let me tell you something about this
Mm-hmm.
player. It's we about to go to war, but you know we gotta make it. You know, it's nice to come up there and like just do. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's
Mm-hmm.
Or get on and you're eating, and I'm eating a giant piece of cheesecake, and I'm like, listen, yesterday I told y'all don't do that, but today I'm doing that. I'm gonna be real honest with you because this is where I'm at today.
Mm-hmm.
But like again, it just being like it's easy to post when you're like, I don't have to try to make something to eat. This is what I'm actually eating today, and I'm gonna film it. We're gonna talk
mm-hmm,
about it, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Exactly. Exactly.
definitely.
I heard
Mm-hmm.
somebody say that sometimes you just have to post and use it as your diary. Whoever likes it, they like it. Whoever don't, keep scrolling. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna keep posting
Mm-hmm.
that I'm gonna go out and do a mukbang and eat a whole bunch of crab legs. And if you don't like me doing that, then I don't know what to tell you. It
Mm-hmm.
makes me happy. I find it funny. I chuckle. So I'm gonna post it. So don't look at my HS
Yeah.
diaries. Look at somebody else's.
Yeah, and I find too, especially if you like look too much to like performance in those things, it makes it unfun.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter because I've had posts that went to like 5 people and 3 people commented, and those comments like hit me in the heart and they're like my favorite posts. And then
Mm-hmm.
I have posts that for whatever reason, I don't know why, went absolutely viral on Instagram. And the comment sections are just dumpster
Mm-hmm.
fires. And it's like, I think when you're starting off, like you want the views and you want it to take off and you want it to like get out to all these people because it seems so fun in theory, but the reality is sometimes when you do have like the 15 consistent people that watch you, it's one of the most fun phases of growing a platform because you can really put all of your effort into that
Mm-hmm.
rather than it also being so big. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I find a big part of the consistency is not worrying too much about how it does and just having fun with it, because sometimes the silly little posts that you make too, in which you're like, this is okay, it has a way bigger impact than you realize. Like I made a couple in which I was just like talking about motherhood, just very nonchalant, like having a just flare, mom stuff, this and that. And it had so many I had so many DMs from it of people being like, oh, like I've wondered about this with being HS and a mom and this and that. And it started this huge conversation. And I was like, I was not expecting that from that post where my lighting was terrible. You can barely hear the audio. I didn't even fix the subtitles, but it like had a huge impact. So if you like it, post it and see what happens.
You never know.
Never
Mm-hmm.
know.
No.
Never know.
So I heard you guys mention being that person that you did not have. So what inspired you to take the leap to start building your brand and wanting to say, I'm being that person for others that I did not have?
My answer to that one's easy. I was in a really bad place with my HS. I really needed like medical help and I couldn't figure out how to get it. And a girl who posted a little bit about HS, she's not active online anymore. We still talk though, but she was posting a bit, reached out to me, and she's the one that actually connected me with my dermatologist. And that dermatologist like 360'd my HS and I got better pretty quick. And then I realized that if she wasn't posting and I hadn't connected with her, I don't know what my life would have looked like or the trajectory. And I know that from what she did, it made my life a lot better. And she sent me a DM and was pretty much like, hey, you can do this for other people. And I was like, yeah, that's not a bad idea. She's like, you can just post and talk about it, and you never know, that random suggestion might help someone. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then whenever I'm posting, I think about her a lot and how much she helped me. And I always just hope that maybe I'm posting something that helps a version that was like me that still might not have the information that I've had the privilege to gather. Like being able to go and talk to dermatologists the way that I've been able to and gather all of this is a huge privilege that I feel like I do have a responsibility to share with people because I've been so lucky to get these positions. So yeah, a big part of it was inspired by other people who are already doing it.
Imani?
I think definitely me, like that's kind of me too. I I know once I started posting, because again I told you, like I was like dang, I was like, I don't know if I want to do all this. Like I was like, eh. But like once I saw, like I was looking at my comments and like people were calling me a hero. I was like, hero? I was like, what? And I think the biggest one that I got hero from was my mom. And I was like, yo, I was like, my mom calling me a hero. She calls me her hero like all the time. So I think she was definitely like one of the people that really pushed me to talk about it. And once she knew I started talking about it, she's just been so like she's been proud ever since. And again, I
I
know
love
shout out
that.
my mom. Like
My
I think
mom.
I think it was definitely my mom, again, everyone online, and again, I really do it for that 11-year-old girl who was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Why is this like this? All these insecurities, thoughts, and everything I was thinking. Because I always look back and I was like, my younger self would think I was literally a superhero. So I do it for her. I do it for everyone out there, and I think my mom, she was the girl that was like, you could do it, and I was like, okay, girl.
I love that. I definitely echo what Imani said. I do it for Crystal, 11, 12-year-old Crystal, who was very sad, very depressed, and felt just really disgusted, with myself, and looking back and thinking of looking at how far I've come, but how I still feel so sad for that version of me. And that now I have the opportunity to help someone break the chains on that version of themselves is very important. And so that, but also with my niece who was diagnosed with HS. And even before she was diagnosed, I was telling her dermatologist and my sister, who's a nurse, I'm like, she has HS. And like her dermatologist, my sister, like, oh no. I'm like, listen, I don't know anything. I know HS.
Mm-hmm.
And so she got with another dermatologist who, diagnosed with HS. And then my sister just started crying because she remembered how hard it was for me growing up. And, my niece here is 8 years old, and she's, telling her mom, my sister, it's gonna be okay. Like, having HS has never stopped my TT. Like,
Mhm.
she's still out here doing all this stuff, and she's still out here living. She's posting videos. She's going to these events, talking to people about the condition. Like, it's not gonna be anything that's gonna stop me. And so, twofold, like the younger version of me, and then also my niece, right, is who I do it for, and who inspire me to keep going and telling my story.
I love that. I love that. I love all of your answers. That was so heartfelt. I love that. Literally,
Dry my
literally. I'm
eyes.
just like, yes, I love that. I would say the same, honestly. Definitely doing it for the warriors that are in that period where they feel like they're alone and they feel like they can't use their voice because people will look at them a certain way. People will throw different stigmas on them and just make them just belittle them, and just making sure that they know, hey, that's not the case here. You have the right to have a voice. You have the right to educate people and correct people during this journey and during this time. So I would definitely say those warriors that are out there and that they feel alone. And then also for me as well, just kind of, and as a little girl, as a teenager, even now, because some days I'm like, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to sit here in silence and just fight this battle. But at the same time, I have to use my voice. I have to put it out there. So absolutely. I love all of your answers, and I agree. I agree. Yes, she rose. My
Love it.
heroes.
Love it.
It's like HS is like I tell this to people all the time. Like, HS has stolen so much from us. Like, don't let it continue to steal your voice.
Yes.
Like,
That's
like don't give that up in the process of, okay, I'm not gonna eat this. I'm not gonna wear this. I'm not gonna, if that's where you're at, don't let it take your voice. Like, be able to talk about it, even if it's in small communities, of just because I think it's just therapeutic to be able to just voice, like, I have this condition, I'm in pain. I mean, it doesn't take away from the pain, but again, I go back to, like, I think it does something for you mentally to recognize it and then try to move on from it. But if you keep trying to hide it and you don't want to recognize it, like, I think it's just giving it more power than it needs to have.
Yep.
in reality, you have all the power. So, and
Mhm.
all your power, it gets fueled by the community and the connections that we have, because everyone is so inspirational and encouraging. Because definitely it'll be days where I'm like, oh, just be under the rock. Nobody bother me. Leave me alone. I'm a flare and I'm gonna be depressed. And then you get online or you get a text or you're in a group and someone is like, hey, I don't know who needs this, but today is the day that you're gonna be okay. Today is the day you're gonna get up. And it's so impactful to have that, because it gets dark real fast and you
Yep.
feel alone, you feel like a burden, you feel like you have nobody to talk to. In reality, we do. So use that,
We
please.
can often feel like we're not our best version of ourselves when we're flaring, so then we don't want other people to be around us because we're like, it's not the version I want to show. So
Yep.
I remember after I had Luxley postpartum, like I didn't even have most of my friends come over and meet my baby because my HS was so bad. I'm like, I'm not a version of myself that I want people to come over and see me. Like, I'm just gonna have to wait until it gets better, and it didn't get better for months.
Mm.
So this time around, I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter if I'm not my sparkly, best, most amazing feeling self. People still want to be around you. They still want to come. They want to support you. They are happy, instead of going out to get coffee, to go to you, bring the coffee, and hang out with you on your couch. Like, we often are like, I'm not my best self. I'm a burden. So we push everyone away, when really that's when they want to be invited in.
Yeah. Think of
That's
like
what I've been
Winnie the
doing.
Pooh. Like, you
Yeah.
guys, with Eeyore, right? I'm sure everyone's
Yeah.
seen the little meme of, like, they're your friends, right? They want to be there no matter, like, oh, Eeyore's down or he's depressed. Like, they're still they're constantly inviting him and showing up. Like, we want to be there, even even if that's your situation and what you have going on.
Oh,
And so just letting our friends care for us.
yes,
Exactly.
yes. I'm learning that. I'm learning that how to be more accepting and more open to allowing people into that piece of my world, because it's not easy to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna break down everything that, oh, I have to get up because I know I need to go do some wound care, but I don't want to explain it. Like sometimes they want to know. Sometimes, like Ma said, it's people out there that don't have the condition and they just want to know. They just want to learn. So being able to teach that and knowing that this is a want and not a here we go again, or oh my gosh, I'm tired of hearing about this. It's more so of, oh well, how can I help, or what can I do to support you and learn more about it. So
That was my friend the other day. I was bawling on the phone. I was literally bawling. I live with my grandparents. I literally walked right into this room and I shut the door because, again, I do not want nobody see me in that state of when I'm just like, when I'm in pain. And like, I really have to start recognizing it. I've been with this for 11 plus years, and it's like I still have to remind myself, Monty, people care. People want to help you. People want to listen to you. And it's like I feel like sometimes like my HS has like conditioned me into like you need to stay away, you need to get better, then you can go back out there and do what you want to do. But right now, be sad, sulk, be by yourself and everything like that. And do that. I can have like, I can have that moment, but then there's that other moment of where I want to go out and I want to be around people and feel that positive energy. Because it's something about positive energy that make you just want to get up and like, get it popping. Like, it's just something about that positive energy. Definitely still do have those days, even though I've been in this journey for a very long time. So nobody's alone with that. To anybody listening, like that is, I'm still learning. We're all still learning.
And I love that. Like people look at us sometimes and like, oh, they got it all together. And it's like, no, some days I'm very much sad. Some days I'm like, I want to cry to myself too. Yeah. Or, sometimes like I'm very confident in what I wear, but sometimes I'm like on some occasions I'm like, do I really want people to see my scars? And then like I have to talk myself through it, and I'm like, this is who you are. But like, it's not like that all the time for us. Like I don't, well, I speak for myself. It's not like that for me 100% of the time. Like sometimes I still have to talk myself through things or talk myself up, or like when we were doing the group therapy thing. And I remember one day, like it's like several of y'all got on and y'all were like, I have a flare. And so like it came to me and they were like, how are you? I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm great. And then, I mean, I had a flare, but the rest of you were like, I'm dealing with the flare. And I'm like, why did I feel like I couldn't just say that? Like, this is a community of warriors who, if nobody knows, they know. And so, but it's still like something I'm like, I just got to sometimes keep it to the chest when I'm dealing with the flare. And so, like, again, it's like something that we're still probably forever will be working through of just letting all those barriers fall.
You guys get it. You guys just get it. It feels so good to hear this.
yeah. No, literally. Because I'm just like, oh, some days I'm like, oh, like Crystal said, I'm fine. That's just, I'm fine. Cool, moving on. But in reality, it's like, oh my gosh, like this is what's happening right now. This is how I feel. So definitely get that. Definitely get that. So I feel like it's important to have the right connections when it comes to navigating through this journey and navigating through this condition, because it's like so many people you can reach out to and get different perspectives of their journey, or even what can help you on your journey. I know we talk about it how everyone is different, but at the same time, some of our experiences are the same of what we go through mentally, what we go through physically, because we're so used to being like, oh, okay, just coping mechanism, just everybody shield. And it's like somebody turn on the light and be like, Andy's coming, and we just fall to this copacetic thing of like, oh, okay, well, I'm flaring, but you don't need to know that. It's cool. And it's like, no, build the connections, learn the people, figure out what works for them that may work for you. Like somebody told me to use Vicks. on my flare, and I did it, and it worked. And I was like, who would have thought? Because I've been like struggling trying to find something that will provide some type of soothing remedy for me. And lo and behold, it's Vicks for some reason. I don't know why, how. Don't ask me. But making that connection was just like, oh, that's pretty cool that you knew that and that helped for me. What else do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how else can I continue to build this connection or build this relationship so that I can, benefit from it with my HS? So if y'all haven't used HS, just a shameless plug, go use the Vicks. It worked. It worked. I swear. So, yeah.
But that's a beautiful thing about like so many different stories of because a lot of times people something will work for them and they're like, this is it. This came from God, okay, baby, but it don't work for me. So I think it's like, and I a lot of people I know have said, Vicks, or they've said just a variation of different things. But I think that's why it's so important to have so many different voices, because then you don't feel like the isolation of like, oh, this worked for everybody. I'm the only one that it's not working for. But then you hear like another story of like someone else using something else, or they, kind of reaffirming, well, it didn't work for me, but I used this. So it gives you a plethora of stuff to try because there's so many people talking about what they're using, but it also helps you not feel like, well, I'm the only one in the community that this didn't work for.
Right.
But
And then it's also finding trusted sources too, because I've gone on Facebook groups and the things that I have seen suggested. I'm also like, be careful. Like, this person said and I'm not making this up, but there was a whole thread that had a Facebook post that had like 300 comments of people arguing on whether or not duct tape was an appropriate thing.
Just rip it off.
No, that's literally what they were doing. And I was like, okay, to start off with, I highly doubt you have HS if that helped, because
I think that's going to cause inflammation.
Yeah.
Duct tape? Like,
yeah, so I'm always like, make sure the source you're going to isn't just a bunch of people that are not understanding what the condition is, and go to trusted sources. Like, make sure you're looking up what you're doing and not just going by the seat of your pants, because you can make things worse. Like, go to HS Connect, go to Osset, like, go to the places where people like have dermatologists that are suggesting things, because home remedies, and Vicks is one of them. It's one of the ones that's on all of the sites in which they're like, try Vicks, try all of these set different things. And before you go to Reddit, I always tell people to at least go through the approved list from the nonprofits and care providers. And then if you've exhausted all options, maybe the rabbit hole of Reddit could possibly maybe be useful. But until you get through the list of like the nonprofits, the dermatologists, just start there, so that you know that you're using safe products, because there's a lot of snake oil out there too. There's companies who claim that like their product's going to like cure your HS, and I'm just like, oh boy, that doesn't exist. So going with the Vicks and a lot of the ones that are commonly recommended first is something that I suggest.
Also, there's a lot of people who are like trolls, right? There was this at work, right? This was several years ago. It was a different company, but someone was like, "Hey, how do you defrost?" It was a legit question they had. Defrost your windows like really quick, and someone's like, "Oh, you boil hot water and you pour it on the glass," and then people were like, "Oh, okay." Like, I was like, I got so mad because like they were trying to be funny and be like facetious, but like this is a legit question someone had, and now if they go do that and it cracks their glass because they asked a question to our team chat, and you said that, and they're taking your advice, and so like again, as Cara said, like you just be careful where you're getting your information from, be careful of the intentions behind it, because some people will just say anything.
Just unhinged. Anything. There's unhinged people, so
I never like I gotta look into the realm of Facebook because I'm actually kind of curious what be going on up there. Like I see Instagram, I see TikTok, and then I want to go on Reddit too,
I ain't been
just for
already.
kicks and giggles. I just want to go up there and see what they talking about because
Facebook is
I want to
wild.
see
I get
Crazy.
kicked
it.
out of all the HS groups all the
Yes.
time. All the time. And then I had my Instagram set up so that everything I posted, and I did this like forever ago, would go also
Yeah.
posted to like my Facebook page. And then I forgot that I had a Facebook page. I just forgot. I didn't check on it for like 8 months. And then Instagram's like, congratulations, you've gotten all of these things on Facebook. And I'm like, oh, I don't post to Facebook. And I went to my like Meta business manager and I'm like, oh, I've been consistently posting to Facebook for 3 years. And turns out I have like this massive Facebook community that I have just ghosted this entire time. But I will say the point of what I'm getting to is like the Facebook community, like my comment sections there tend to be so wholesome. Like
Really?
I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, like I even showed my husband and he's like, because I'm like, sorry, honey, you have a post that I made with you that went a little viral on Facebook like 8 months ago. And now that happened, so, and he was like reading the comments and he wanted like, he loves trolls. So he's like, I want to see like where these went, but they were also wholesome or just like, oh my gosh, like all of these. So if you go to Facebook, my experience has been you can ghost people and they're still so nice to you there.
Oh.
Like,
The community is just so different on the different social media
yeah.
platforms. So,
Right.
I don't know about Facebook because I don't actually post. I'm never on Facebook, but I might have to venture over there.
Yeah, you can just link your Instagram to your Facebook and then it'll just automatically post over there, but you have to make a Facebook page. Facebook is not user friendly. I find it very difficult.
You have like a Facebook page. Do you have like what is it like the page, or do you have like just a regular account? Because I know people have like
I
a
made an
page.
account under the name Cara because I didn't want everyone getting like my account, Facebook account that I've had since I was 14. Like I don't need some weird person scrolling back to like 14-year-old me. So I made a whole new Facebook account and then I made a page off of that account.
Okay.
Yeah. Also because like my personal Facebook account's gonna be like, I live here. I'm like more family stuff that I don't blast
Want the
to the
world,
world.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Facebook is great though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I find that they're like the chillest. I don't know, but like I've also had like a completely different journey with that. Like TikTok, just I can't. You guys love it. Every time I'm on TikTok, I get destroyed. So I don't go over there anymore.
That's how I'm on Instagram.
It's so funny. I go on my
I'm
Instagram
like, people
and
on
it is
Instagram
my
are so
safe
mean.
place. Everyone is so nice to me, except for if it like goes viral, but that doesn't matter. Like people, it just sends it to the internet. But then I go on TikTok and it's like it'll get 5 views and I'll get 5 DMs that are not nice, and I'm just like, oh, okay, TikTok, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm so back
I'll
over
try
here.
again in 3 months.
Same. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You get it. We're here.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just stay on Instagram. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Every time I try and leave, I run back as fast as I can.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. And plus, I feel like everyone, yeah, I would agree. Everyone is a little bit more nicer here. Everyone responds here.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like, a, hey, how are
Yeah.
you? I'll take
Yeah,
my
I find it funny because like when I'm on Instagram, like I'll open up my DM and someone's like, here's my life story, let's be best friends. And I'm like, cool, let's be best friends. And I go on TikTok and it's like several messages that just say hi. And I'm just like, hi,
right.
hi. Like, I'm just like, okay.
You about to get that Nigerian print scam going on right
Yeah,
now.
I'm just like, I don't know why you're saying hi. I need more information. But with like Instagram,
Click
people
on this
are like,
link.
here's my life story. And I'm like, okay, cool. I know why you're here.
You click on the link, everything gone. Just a
Yeah.
blank screen.
Roll down.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to say hi back. You don't even have a profile picture.
How did you make this account? How did you
Yeah.
verify this? Yeah, you have to be careful with that. So, yeah. Oh man, that was the laugh that I needed for today to kind of wrap up my week. Cause got my vein popping, guys. Gosh. Anyway, so with Connects, I'm kind of curious here because you guys have created and established such a prominent presence within the community. What's some advice you would give to someone that is trying to start building their connections and taking it to the next level?
I think they need to decide what the goal is. Like, what is your goal with your account and what are you trying to achieve? Like, if you are like, I've been making these posts, I've been having fun with it, I want to be like an advocate for HS and I want to like work with companies that are going to get information out because I see a lot of people wanting to get into that space. Make that as whatever, or maybe you don't want to work. Well, like give a couple examples. You want to work with companies that you're going to go out and talk about HS with people and healthcare practitioners, or maybe you want your goal and direction more to be like working with product companies and brand deals, or maybe you just want to have fun, and that is a fantastic goal too. I love that goal if you're just here to have fun. But whatever that goal is, when the company or people, whatever it is, go to your page should automatically tell them that's what they're going to get. And like there's no right or wrong answer, especially if you're just having fun. If you want to post one day that hair care video or then makeup, and then I'm redoing my kitchen, and then here's my backyard, and then HS, like there's nothing wrong with that. But I would say if you're trying to go to the next level, if that's your goal and you're like, I want to work with HS brands specifically, they should be able to go to your page and it's just like HS, like they know that's what you're doing and it's a constant, consistent thing, because they don't want something coming out from like left field where all of a sudden you're like politics, these type of this and that. They just want it to be a lot of like HS over and over and over again. So I think maybe your thing isn't HS. Maybe you want to just do beauty products, because that's a really fun thing too. Like they should be able to go to your page and just see that that's what you do. It's a lot of beauty inspired things. I, to be clear, don't do a fantastic job at that. I just post HS stuff, and then in my stories I'm like, and then my dog ate the garbage, now my child's shooting me with a Nerf gun, and like and I just kind of have fun with it. But from like owning other businesses, I do know if you get niche-y and you like really stay, you can grow in a direction faster.
I've noticed that too. Like I found myself kind of like in the middle, because I was just doing it for fun at one point, and then it got to a point of where, like, yeah, I still did it for fun, but I was becoming an HS advocate,
Yes.
and like I didn't know, like I literally just like it didn't like kind of click for me at that point, because that's when I started working with brands and working with like art, like doing articles and stuff like that. A lot people are watching. That's a really big thing. You never know who's watching.
Yeah.
um but I'm still kind of finding that balance between like just going ahead and posting, and then also like being like, if somebody does reach out to me, like I know I have to definitely get better with that, because I'm scared. I'm genuinely petrified sometimes. I'm like, Monty, like these people want to work with you. Like these people really find so much information in your content. Like they really like you. And I just kind of get scared sometimes, so I'm trying to find like that balance. But
Imposter syndrome.
girl,
Yes. It's like you have a company reach out to you and they're like, we're going to offer you this really cool job and this experience and all of this stuff. And I'm like looking at it and I'm like, did they miss the part where I make videos in my PJs and I'm a
right?
mom? Like, I,
I'm
I
like, are
think they
y'all
might
seeing
have
what I'm
missed
seeing?
that, because I don't know where on my non-existent resume it said that I have the requirements to do this job.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I feel that sometimes they're like, oh, these people want to work with you, and you're just like, No.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? You have the wrong person.
But I wanted to rebrand. I literally wanted to
Mm-hmm.
rebrand. I was gonna make everything look all nice and classy and all this
Yeah.
other stuff. I was looking at fonts, like I was really like I was gonna rebrand.
Yeah.
But then again, my mom, that's almost my manager at this point. But like she's like, you just need to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's why these people are reaching out to you. So it's kind of like anyone who wants to get into that realm of things, like that again, definitely posting, being yourself, and kind of learning as you go. Because now I'm more aware. Like when if somebody reach out to me, I'll be like, oh hello, I gotta make because I'm like they like what they see, they like what they saw, and I'm just like, oh, like yeah, I could do this. I could. It's that confidence thing. I really do got that imposter syndrome because I'm like, are you guys sure you got the right mind? I'll be like, for real.
Check your
So
profile pic. You talking about me?
yeah,
Right,
because
right.
yeah, I'm like,
Did you mean to press in to me?
I was like, are you
Yeah.
sure?
Mm-hmm.
But definitely
Um,
everything Cara said,
yeah.
definitely.
Echoing what both of you said, I would
Mm-hmm.
say, like, if you wanted to be in the realm of just kind of HS, like, and I'm sure you've heard this from anyone who creates content or who's an influencer, um, getting a niche. If that's where you want to be, then that's what you
Yeah.
post. And so, and that's how you grow in that niche because people know what they're coming for, they know what they're going to get,
Mm-hmm.
and they become accustomed to that content. Me personally, I'm not a niche person, so I'm all over the place. I'm just kind of like I have a niche, but it's very broad, right? My niche is health, right?
Mm.
And so it's not just HS, it's, mental health. I talk about that. I talk about spiritual health. I talk about God. I talk about physical health. Like, so it's just the whole spectrum of health, but it's not like narrowed down like
Yeah.
this is this one condition or this. I'm only going to be posting food videos. It's
Mm-hmm.
the whole deraspa of like, this is all health.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what's important to me. But I think it's important to figure out where people are finding you at.
Mm.
Like what accounts? Do we have multiple accounts? Like where'd you see me at? Like
Mm-hmm.
what made you reach out to me?
I like
And so a lot of which is another reason I'm on Instagram,
mm-hmm.
even though it gives me um it's like a lot of the people and brands and opportunities I've gotten. And I'm like, oh, did you find me on TikTok? Because that's where my larger platform is, and that's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's where you usually find me is on TikTok. They're like, oh no, we can't. We saw an Instagram video. I'm like, huh? Like I post on Instagram like not very often at those points, and I was like, that was like more consistent of like, oh, we seen this on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, so let me transition and go to it because this is where the opportunities
Mm.
are, right? So if I want to be in the realm of talking about HS and talking about just my health journey, all of these opportunities are coming from this one platform. So while I'm still posting on TikTok because that's where I like to hang out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm also posting more on Instagram because that's where the opportunities are. So if that's what you're wanting to do, one, you want to figure out, okay, where are you watching me at?
Mm.
And then maybe I need to pay more attention to that platform if that's what you want to do as far as like
Mm-hmm.
brand deals or getting speaking engagements and things like that. Um, but yeah, so figuring out how they found you,
Mm-hmm.
and if you want to be like a niche, then like stick to it. I really like Sid, right? Because I like, for me personally, like the accounts, and I mean I follow all y'all, but like the accounts that like I really like are the like lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like I wake up, sits in there making breakfast for the kids. Like I feel like part of that life, or like I wake up in cars and she's swimming with her daughter, and so like it's like HS, but like we're like so much more than just having like no matter what we do, we're gonna be an HS warrior, right? At the end of the day, I'm still gonna have HS. I'm still talking about HS, but I want to show all aspects of living
Mm-hmm.
with HS because it's not just for me. I have a flair today, and that's just my whole identity.
Mm-hmm.
It's this is what I cook. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this today I was sad. It was a hard day at work. today I bled through my clothes. Like, it's all like, it's just this, it's all encompassing of this is my life with HS.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
That was
Crystal,
really
like
good.
that was a really good way to put that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that made me think how I had to like really take a step back and kind of rebrand and kind of like say, okay, I can't just post when I have a flare. Like that's
Mhm.
not just my life. Like I don't go through my life constant, and then oh, I got a flare. Let me post on. No,
Mm-hmm.
what else is going on? So that's why I was like, oh, well, let me start posting about juicing. Let me start posting about.
Mm-hmm.
I see T. She posts about going to concerts and showing like, hey, we still be outside. We still have fun. HS isn't stopping us. HS isn't gonna hold us back from doing what we want to do and posting what we want to
Mm-hmm.
post. You know, because you never know. Again, who's watching? You never know who's
Mhm.
gonna reach out and say, "Hey, I saw that you like to go to concerts. We would love to bring you to this concert and
Mm-hmm.
meet this person." And you never
Mhm.
know. So definitely, I had to switch that. Seeing you guys kind of
Mm-hmm.
like post that and post different lifestyle content, I was like, okay, well, maybe, that's the shift. You can have that niche, but it's also that shift that you are being going back to how we were talking about being yourself, being your authentic
Mm-hmm.
self, putting that real you out there and not just this one version of yourself. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
more than just that. So,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And you can also, again, make it work for you if you wanted to still keep it within the HS realm and talk about it in the video. Like, again, I go back to Cara. She did a
Mm-hmm.
video where she was swimming and she was in shorts instead of like a
Mm-hmm.
traditional swimsuit.
Yep.
So it's a video of her swimming, but she's also, I'm
Mm-hmm.
tying it back to
Yep.
HS. So like you
Mhm.
can still tie things
Mm-hmm.
back, or you don't have to tie it back at all. It could just be, I'm out
Mm-hmm.
here living my best life with HS, because I feel like a lot of times I had this one guy on was comment on the video. He's like, "Why would you have children if you knew that they could have this condition, right? Like, why would you bring someone into this?" And I think because so many times we look at stuff and it's all kind of doom and gloom of like, I'm in pain and like life
Mm-hmm.
sucks, and never fake the phone, because some of the videos you'll see me
Mhm.
like today wasn't
Mm-hmm.
today, but like also like we are going hiking, we are running
Mm-hmm.
marathons, we are going on vacation, people are getting pregnant and having,
Mm-hmm.
getting married and having babies. Like, there's like so much to the life of a warrior
Mm-hmm.
that, like, to just sum it up to I have a flare today, I feel like for me it's a disservice to the people who follow me,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't ever want them to feel like they are limited to that just being their reality. Like, there's so much more that I do in my life and I experience, all while being an HS warrior.
Yeah, you said that so well because like if you're only posting the really awful, then it's just like, oh, well, people are gonna think that's the whole experience as a whole. Like tying it back to what you said, I'll make a post where it's like, I'm just a normal person at the pool. I just wore shorts because I have HS and it didn't feel like it was digging into a few of the flares. Like it's one of those, I'm still at the pool. I'm still having a great time. And this is like a little thing that helped me do that. Like it's one of those showing people that we are just completely normal people. I just have fun skin is the way I explain it. I just have skin that does its own thing,
Yeah,
but the rest of my
Mhm.
life is normal.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tying that into and going back into loving yourself and kind of just really being comfortable in your own skin. What is some advice you would give to those that need to hear some type of advice or some type of kind words that can help them get through what they're going through right now?
I think hi mom. My mom's in here. I just see her chat.
Hey, mom! Hey, mom! Hey, money, mom!
She came in at the right time cuz ma help me out in the chat if you can, but I think I was talking about this yesterday. It was so funny. Being an HS baddie, because I love that title. I don't know, it's just something about it being like HS baddie, being an HS bestie. Like, it means, like, I love to hear that. And just knowing every day isn't going to be the best. You know, we have our days, we're human. You know, I always see an HS baddie as someone who really puts themselves first, someone who, you know, can analyze the situation and bring something positive out of it. And even if they do have that day where it's just like, oh my goodness, they come out of it. I've just noticed that, like, with myself, and just with my self-love journey, it's just like trying to find the positives, because it is hard. It's very difficult sometimes, but I know, just with, like, this journey and just telling myself and giving myself that title, that I'm able to do anything. And it's really, I don't know, it's really something that I have to tell myself, like, I'm able to do it, I can do it. And that's my form of self-love, is giving myself those affirmations and that positivity to myself, and being kind to myself. Oh my goodness. That's a really big thing.
Yeah.
That's a really big thing.
You have to give yourself grace
Mm-hmm.
for sure. This
Definitely.
condition and
That's
trying to
the
find.
that that's the saying that I learned when I first started doing
Mm.
just content, just giving yourself grace. And I didn't know what that meant. I was like, give myself grace, give myself grace. I give myself grace. I'm going to put my padding on. I'm doing enough grace already.
Right.
But in that realm of things, I had to take another step and just be like, I'm giving myself grace by putting a nice heating pad on. I'm giving myself grace by watching a TV show that I like. I'm giving myself grace by complimenting myself. So I'm that giving yourself grace. That it's something I'm still working on as an HS baddie slash bestie. But it's nice to know that I'm getting there, and I'm gonna get there one day. I don't care how long it takes.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, I think mine would be I used to, when I was trying to figure out like self love, self care, self acceptance, was I'd either be in the realm of thinking that I needed to be like full blown, like I love myself, I'm amazing, everything's great. And then I would bounce down into like, I'm a disgusting ogre. And I would just go between the two. And it was either very, very good or not good at all.
Mm.
And then just kind of learning like to be neutral a lot of the time. Just I don't need to think that all the time my HS is beautiful and flowery and gorgeous, and it's also not necessarily ever I'm an ugly ogre and no one should see this. It was like learning how to have like a healthy neutral and then going up from there so that I could maintain it, rather than like ping ponging back and forth between extreme self love, almost toxic positivity, to just the other end of just self deprecation and meanness. And like learning where that middle was and just living there for a bit and then going up really helped. Mm-hmm.
I would say for me, one of the things that I say is I have HS. HS doesn't have me, right? So I have this condition, but it isn't who I am, and it's not how I identify myself. So Crystal is a whole person, and one aspect of this person has hydrogenated supertiva, and I think for me being able to separate that and just reminding myself. Sometimes I look at my scars, and again, I'm not delusional. I don't look at them and be like, that's so beautiful. Like, yeah, I'm like, I've come to accept them and accept who I am, and all that entails, and I love the whole person. But I think it is, say this. Again, like what Cara said, is the balance of I'm I'm a whole person, and I find beauty in so many aspects of me. And there's some things that I'm like, I wish this was different, but it isn't. And that old saying, like, we accept the things that we cannot change. And I've learned to accept the things that I cannot change, and also embrace the things that I can, and embrace the things that I love. And so I'm like, you got a great personality. You got a beautiful smile. Like Imani, the hair is herring. Like, you know, so they're just, and I think that's something that I try to tell myself and other people, that like your scar, that you hyper focus on it, and that's all you see when you look in the mirror. Like, don't do that. Like, look at your whole self. Look at those eyebrows. Look at that smile. Look at that personality. Look at that beautiful red hair. Like, there's so much more going on, and you're hyper focusing on that one thing.
Yep.
And so, like, we got to get out of the mindset of like making what we dislike our focal point, because in the end of the day, it's very minute. And if we don't give credence to it, I mean, again, acknowledge, accept, move on, but really focus on this whole person, like we will see so much beauty.
I would agree. I would agree. I feel like once you see the beauty within yourself, you're able to love on yourself a lot more. You're able to accept love as well from others and really be like, okay, it's not that bad. Like, it's just in my head. Like, I'm just creating this stuff and just putting all of these negative thoughts in my head, when it's like, no, these people love you for you, so why don't you love you for yourself? So I think that's really important. Put yourself first, love yourself first. And once you do that, everything else will just blossom into however else you want it to happen and how you need it to happen. You never know the type of love that you give yourself is what others see, and they give that to you as well. So definitely,
I
definitely.
hate this saying, but I mean, in the realm of this, it's fine. Of like, what do you bring to the table, right? It's always those toxic men. But like, what do you bring to the table in that aspect of thinking about yourself? Like, I'm bringing an amazing personality. I'm bringing someone who is friendly. I'm bringing a great communicator. And so, like, again, reiterating these positive things to yourself, and really focusing on just the good, all the different things that you bring to a relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, what you're bringing to any situation, and like, let that be that. Like, this is what I'm bringing to the table. This is what I get to offer. This is what I'm offering.
Table.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Come on.
I'm the leg.
Hello.
I'm the side.
Yes, I love that. I love that 100%. Everything. Because that's a great reminder, for one, at least for me. I don't know if anyone else needs it, but that is a great reminder. So thank you, ladies. This was so fun. Like, starting off Love Month this way has been amazing. And just being able to kind of hear in depth your stories and your perspective and the beauty that you guys exert to the world is amazing. Like, in every aspect that you do, whether it's posting HS content or it's just posting lifestyle content, it's posting mommy content, like everything that you guys post is amazing. Do not stop. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep shining your light. Keep spreading your love, because it definitely reaches me. Definitely. I feel it all the time. You guys keep me going. You guys keep me feeling like I am loved and welcomed in such an amazing community. So I would like to ask one last question in honor of Love Month and in honor of our first Hangout Girls Edition. So for the girl chat here and everybody tuning in, what is something kind you would leave this live for yourself?
You be asking the good questions.
Making us go deep right at the end. Say it again.
Okay. I'll go first. I'll go
Okay.
first. So for me, I would say something kind or loving that I need to hear specifically is you're not alone and it's not your fault. Lately, I've been feeling like my flares have just been at its all time worst. And I'm just like, okay, it's something that I did. I've been in my head. Everything has been fluctuating. So I'm like kind of beating up on myself. So just to hear that, like, stop. Like, no, your community is here. This is your reminder. Being on this live, being able to talk to you guys and hearing how we're able to build so many connections and come across so many different people that are encouraging us is encouraging me to keep going and encouraging me to stay strong and to keep fighting and not to just throw in the towel because I definitely felt like that this week. So I would say that is my love and kind words to myself for this week. And I'm excited to hear yours.
I think mine's is, first of all, it's giving hug. Hold on, wait
Oh.
a minute. I'm virtually hugging everybody. I'm virtually hugging everybody. I think my words are definitely be proud. Be proud of your accomplishments. Be proud of big accomplishments, small accomplishment, anything. Even getting out of the bed this morning. I was so proud that I got into the shower this morning because I thought I was not going to make it in that shower. I was like, oh my goodness. It took me a while. It definitely did. But be proud of anything that you do, anything that you were just like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, but you have the strength to do it. It's in you. And any accomplishment, big or small, is great.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my big one. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Proud of you.
Proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I think mine would be you're doing a really good job at living in a space that has very little control. Because with HS, we have so little control over what our skin's going to do. Like, it's like what you said, it's very easy to try and find what we're doing wrong to try and rationalize why our skin's doing this. But it's unpredictable. We live in this space in which we just have to be okay with. We don't know how that's going to go each day. And for me, I'm like, I don't know how my skin's going to be today. I don't know if I'm going to go into labor today. There's just so much uncertainty. So I would say, me, whoever's listening, you're doing a really good job at living a life that doesn't have a lot of predictability at times. And that's pretty awesome. And I'm proud of you.
Love that. Man, I would say, I guess, to echo what Imani said, is celebrate the small wins. A lot of times I get, I'm one of those, um, what's the verbiage? What is it? Glass ceilings or glass floors or something like that, where it's, you reach a certain point, that was the goal. And then when you get the goal, you feel like you're at the floor again. Like you like, you've never achieved where you want to be. And so like as soon as you get to that point, you're like, oh well, I could have been here. And then but celebrating the small wins when it comes to, again, being a HS advocate, when it comes to just work, just life in general. A lot of times I feel like I I'm still one of those people who, like, I look at like the numbers, which it didn't matter to me. Numbers matter to me. And like I'll look at like a video or a post and I'm like, why is this not doing good? Just because like I spend, like, I want it to do good. So like I'm one of those people, like if I'm gonna do something, I want to put my all in it, and I want to see it flourish. And then if it's not flourish, I'm like, hey, I'm not doing something good, or why can't I be like this person, or why, look at how great their videos are, and man, I wonder what camera they're using. I need to get a new camera, and just like constantly. And I would tell myself, you are, I get echoing a little bit of kind of what Cara said throughout, of you're the best version of yourself. and you are the best crystal. You know, you're the best crystal. And so like you don't need to recreate or be someone different. It doesn't matter with what the input, you know, what I'm getting back is. It just matters what I'm putting out in the world. And so be happy and find joy in that.
Yeah,
Love it.
I like that. I like that. Well, that is a great way to wrap up and come to a close. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you beautiful ladies that joined and took the time to really dive in and have the discussion that sometimes we overlook as far as being an HS warrior and being within this community. And it's so, I feel like sometimes we get so consumed in posting our everyday of taking care of ourselves and we don't take the time to take a step back to post that's the content of us loving on ourselves and each other. So thank you for taking the time to share love and to just empower others and really answer those burning questions and encourage and empower others. I definitely appreciate all of you. As you guys know, I love giving flowers to my HS warriors, so definitely giving you guys flowers for this Valentine's conversation. I had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time. And
Yes.
we will definitely do this again
Yes.
because this
Thank
was
you so
fun.
much.
What's
Just make us feel
the max
so
amount of people that
welcome
can
and
join
safe in your space.
one
Thank
of
you.
these? I'm sorry, what were you saying, Cara?
I was saying thank you to Whitney for giving us this safe space
Of
that we're all excited to come to and
course.
talk. Thank you.
Of course.
Yes, definitely. And I was asked, I don't know if you guys know how many people can join one of these lives.
I think maybe 6 to 8.
Okay.
Whoa.
Because I'm like, you know, when it's in the club, we all feel like, can we get the whole family on here?
We can get the
For
whole fam
real.
on here.
What
Just say the
platform is going to
word.
let us do a family reunion?
At this point, everybody, we just go house phone it like we used to do. Just everybody call somebody and see
Yeah.
if it
That's
works.
right.
But yes, thank you again, guys. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And happy love month to you
Happy
guys.
Happy love,
Month.
Love month.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you
Bye.
Bye.
Love
guys.
you.
Bye.